Hello my beautiful people, you're welcome back to my channel. Guys, now not say wetin dey happen for Nigeria now, whether we like it or not, the northerners are part of the problem wey dey happen for Nigeria. This one now no be wetin we go say make we begin dey apportion blame, but this is just a call for us to change our mentality. If we need development in this country, we want this country to go forward, the northerners, they really need to leave, to let go that grip wey they hold on this country. As in, if they feel say that they get this country, make them kuku allow this country, make them divide and make them do on their own, make other parts, make them do on their own, because the killing don't dey too much. They say we didn't want Nigeria. I don't see anything as one Nigeria in this country. With what has been happening so far, any issue will come up for this country, they go always want attribute to one region. So they should just kuku share the country, make everybody carry their own part, go stay, manage their life the way it should be. Guys, not be me they talk this one so. Now the northerners themselves, now some of them wey don dey enlighten, don dey come out, they pick up the issue, they identify, they make them the northerners and Nigerians know say they are a part of the problem. Guys, let me drop some of this video, make you see where northerners themselves, they call on their brothers, they tell them say enough is enough. Enough is enough. This killing need to stop. It don't dey too much. And make we no forget to say another one, a police officer from Kaduna State. As in, guys, can you people imagine a first man that's supposed to be neutral by right, still they carry tribalism, they put for the matter, can't they even they tell people they knock in chest saying a police officer, although so many people don't already respond to that one. Even the very dark man don't give am woto. A lot of Nigerians don't give am woto. It's really bad. Imagine this kind of person, this kind of police officer with this kind of mentality. They can't go arrest somebody when no be nothing and give them. You just imagine how you want to treat the person. Let's call the spade a spade. Enough of all this killing. Nigerians, we are tired of this killing. See this Uromi killing. Now they don't tag and 16 Uromi. With this one alone, we go really know say there is nothing one about this country. Obviously, there is nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong about this country. Guys, make I drop this video. Make una see and say na Hausa people, the northerners. Now then they tell their people the truth. So please don't forget to drop your comment. Tell us what is your thoughts on this. And don't forget also to please subscribe to our channel if you have not. Subscription are for free. Now make it for the get updates concerning every news where we drop, every Ogbonge news where we drop. And also don't forget to like our video so that YouTube can recommend it to others. Thanks and bye. See you in my next video.
We're not going to stop telling ourselves the truth as northerners, whether you like it or not, whether it hurts or it doesn't. But we're just going to have no option than to tell ourselves the truth. The fact is, your ideology, our ideologies and concept as northerners is retrogressive in nature. It's anti-developmental in nature. It's holding the country back in so many ways. Let's be factual with this. Let's look at it. When the headers started making all this havoc on communities, people advocated for the anti-open grazing bill. Who were the front runners in regards ensuring that this bill doesn't come through? The northerners. They kicked against it seriously, that at the end of the day it could not scale through. And here do we have a situation now where the Fulanis have migrated from making havoc on the north to the other parts of the country. And funny enough, you went against this bill, but when Fulanis are now committing this havoc on people, you tend to dissociate yourself. You say that it's not a northern thing, it's a Fulani thing. Nobody can tell me that. It's a northern thing, it's a northern ideology. So let's not distinguish between the tribes, because the last time I checked, the northerners were the strong advocates. Majority of the northerners opposed the bill. And look at what open grazing is doing to us. How long are we going to go this way? Again, look at what happened in regards to the closure of school during Ramadan. A lot of people, reasonable Nigerians, came out to say that this is wrong, this is anti-developmental. It doesn't stop you from doing your religion, it doesn't stop you from being who you are. But what did the North do? A quite majority were celebrating and were saying this is a good thing, this is a very big progress for the propagation of the gospel of God. And look at where we are now. So how are you going to tell me that the Northerners are not hypocritical in nature. And let's face it, this is what the politicians do. And who are their disciples? The disciples are the common Northerners, the majority that are poor. The second point is the fact that when there was a bill in regards birth regulation, what happened? Who were the front runners in ensuring that that bill doesn't come through? It was still the North. I remember a senator coming to the Senate House with 5 or 6 of his wife, trying to convince people how he is happily married and is responsible. But let's face it, Oga, if you are capable, you have the capacity to marry 5 wives and have many children as much as you want. What now happens to your brothers, those that doesn't have the capacity and are marrying so many women and are giving birth to so many children that they can't control? Is it the same thing? How long are we going to continue this as Northerners? It's so appalling. Until you wake up, you will always be considered inferior to any other region. And the fact is, don't expect that no matter the agitation, no matter your grievances, this will bring it to a standstill. It's still going to continue till you change your mentality, till you change your orientations, till the common man in the North starts challenging these allies that have hold you at ransom. How many of the allies do you have their children in Almajiri schools? Why should you open Almajiri schools and send children to Malams that doesn't even have the capacity to feed his own family? And you tell me that this is not a Northern agenda, and you tell me the problem of the North is not itself. The problem is we. We are the problem. Until we wake up, nothing is going to change. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Who were as well the major advocates of the Muslim ticket? The North. The North. And where has it brought us? Look at where it has brought us. And I'm telling you wholeheartedly that that concept has not yet changed. It's still in the minds of the Lord. They're still waiting for the next election. During the Muslim tickets, a lot of imams were preaching with video evidence. Even some top politicians, top northern politicians, preaching, telling them on the need for us to, for them not to have a Muslim ticket that will promote the establishment of the kingdom of God. Indeed, the kingdom of God is established. You are all welcome to the kingdom of God.
That we Nigerians, and especially northern Nigeria, I want to speak especially to the northern Nigerians. Every time there is a little provocation, every time there is a little situation that happens, whether it is a crisis in Gaza, whether it's a crisis in Palestine, whether it is something that is happening in another country, some of the Muslim young men and women always will go after the Christians. There is a video that is circulating right now in the North. I have to speak to a lot of leaders, especially in the North, that we need to come together at this time, begin to deal with these wicked, let me use the word, brainless young men and women among us. Because these are not people that should be allowed to roam around the streets in northern Nigeria. They are threatening to kill Christians in the next few hours, and they have said that if nothing is done in 48 hours, they'll begin to burn churches and burn Christian houses. I want to say this, that we are Northerners. We are Northerners. I was a Muslim before I became a Christian, but that does not mean that my father, will go after me and take the sword and cut off my neck. We are living peacefully with my entire family, both Muslims and Christians. And so you cannot continue to threaten us the slightest thing. You're going after Christians, you abuse Christians and all of that. I want to say, even though it's painful to lose the people that we have lost, I have participated in funerals where some invaders have come here, where in this city where I am, over 200 people have been massacred, 200 Christians, and we go conduct the funeral of these Christians, and we never came up to say, let's go after the Muslims, this and this, we will attack the Muslims. We all came together. The last killing that was done, Muslims and Christians came together in Jos, and we stood against these killers. You cannot continue to threaten Christians at the slightest provocation.
My question is to Governor Pebolo today. Governor Pebolo, you're quick to go to Kano, yes, which is a good cause. But how about the people in Ikeke, in Uromi, that have been complaining of kidnap? When have you gone to see their family members? When have you gone to visit them? What have you done to bring them out of the kidnappers' den?
Instead of focusing on justice, the victims' families promising and compensation and suspending some security officials in Edo. But Rufai was not having it. He questioned Why the governor was apologizing in Kano instead of focusing on justice in Edo? Many people agree with him, saying the priority should be punishing those responsible, not just making peace. Meanwhile, the military and police have arrested 14 suspects and investigations are ongoing. This whole situation shows how dangerous jungle justice can be. Instead of acting on suspicion, we must let the law do its job. So what do you think? Was the governor right to visit Kano, or was it just for political reasons? Take it easy, and I'm very sure at the end of this video, you're definitely going to have one or two to say. Kindly take it easy. Don't forget to like and share so others can watch. Enjoy.
All right, so those are the latest developments in the ongoing saga, the tragedy that took place in Uromi, Edo State.
Like I said yesterday, I condemn in its entirety that killing. It was needless and it was very, very sad. And the authorities must do everything to bring justice, because people do not deserve to be killed or to be maimed in such a way. But my question is to Governor Kwebolo today. Governor Kwebolo, or to be maimed in such a way. But my question is to Governor Kwebolo today. Governor Kwebolo, you're quick to go to Kano, yes, which is a good cause. But how about the people in Ikeke, in Uromi, that have been complaining of kidnap? When have you gone to see their family members? When have you gone to visit them? What have you done to bring them out of the kidnappers' den? Around Esan area, I got a message yesterday in Ikeke about somebody that says his mom was kidnapped. Have you gone to visit those families of those reeling from the scourge of the fact that the states that they trust for their security cannot provide security? What have you done to bring people out of the kidnappers' den? When the women went out to protest at first because of the scourge of kidnapping in Uromi, what did you do? Did you go visit the homes of these women and reassure them? People in Uromi that have been kidnapped, their lives too also matter in this country. Did you extend that hand to them? Your reassurances, did the government actually nip this crisis in the bud? So as you go to Kano, Governor Kwebolo, go to Uromi, go to Irua, go to Uboha, where they said they can hardly do anything, economic activities tampered with. Go to Ubiaja, go to Ikeke, where they just sent me a message that somebody was kidnapped the other day. Let it go across board. And the last point I'm going to make is, we need to stop the killings in this country. Just this morning I was watching and seeing on Daily Post that a community in Benue had been sacked. Killings and maimings. We need to stop this. We cannot build a country this way. And the government must try as much as possible to provide security in parts of Edo and all parts of the country, and Esan land in particular. These people are crying. I get messages every day from Esan people locally and in diaspora about how unsafe their homeland has become with the scourge of kidnappers and killings. Governor Kwebolo also visited Esan land. My commiserations to the family of those hunters killed and lost. Like he said he will pay compensation, and I totally condemn the killings of those people.
The persons who died, 25 of them were traveling, 16 of them were killed. Even after the matter had been reported to the police didn't do anything. And these persons were called Boko Haram terrorists and kidnappers. They were found with guns and dogs. And on account of that, the vigilante group moved against them and killed them. Now, we don't know the exact circumstances. The role of the police is another matter in this. The same police that got a report, what did the police do? As we speak, the people of Urume, we're told, are fleeing their community because of the fear of reprisal killings. We have seen reprisal killings in Benue and other parts of the country. And so what the governor simply did was to visit Kano, visit the governor, visit the people, visit the affected families in the two affected major local governments in that state, to just say, well, the people of Edo State have nothing against the people of Kano State. We all know the story of the Civil War, how reprisal killings, inter-ethnic conflict, snowballed into the blowout and the Civil War of 1967 to 70. I think, we should support any effort by the leaders involved to try to manage the crisis. But the bigger problem is with the security situation in Nigeria, which in itself calls for an emergency response. Emergency not in terms of, removing elected representatives of the people, but emergency in terms of government taking a more critical look at the security architecture in the country, strengthening security at the state level, state police. I also argue that perhaps we need a national guard rather than the civilianization, the abuse of the military in civilian circumstances, even if the Constitution says they can come in aid of civilian authorities. But what we are seeing is that even soldiers, apart from protecting territorial integrity of Nigeria, are now doing police work, all of them at checkpoints. So there are questions to be answered, to be asked. They said these persons from the north were found with guns and that they were hunters. Okay, how will somebody leave Kano State to go and hunt in River State with guns? I raise the question. Do they do fishing with guns or with nets? I don't know. Not being a fisherman myself, I probably have no expertise in that direction. But there are many questions, that can be raised. But what is important is justice, is the fact that there should be no cover-up and that no Nigerian should be subjected to the danger, to the death that is walking on stilts on Nigerian roads, where when you leave your house in the morning, you could not be sure whether you will return in the evening. As I've argued, again, Nigeria happened to the Urumi 16. Nigeria simply happened to them. And when Nigeria happens to you, it means that the state disappoints you, because the Nigerian state is in retreat. You may argue with that, but that is the truth. When the state disappoints you, either in terms of security or healthcare or education or in any aspect of life whatsoever, that is the reality, because the state has been captured by certain elements who are not focusing on the key issue.